All right, so I know you want to make money in your sleep. I'm gonna give you the 3 best money making digital products you can make within the next 24 hours. All right, the first thing I'm gonna show you is t-shirts that sell. And the key to getting them to sell is doing the research that you have to do to find them, right? So Google Trends is a tool that I like to use, and I'm gonna dive right into it. All right, so what I'm searching right now is the 4th of July, and I bet you're wondering, why are we searching the 4th of July? So I'm gonna do it by the past 5 years in the United States, and I wanna show you something. Today is March 17th, and you see about the week of May 26th, this starts to rise up. So if you wanna make a t-shirt and a t-shirt design, which I'm gonna show you how to do, that sells, then you gotta kind of get ahead of the curve, right? You're not gonna show up 2 weeks before it's time to sell t-shirts for the 4th of July and get a bunch of sales. You need to be pushing them way before, right? So we're gonna be using this tool a lot. It's a really valuable tool, and it'll kind of help you start to understand when you're selling digital products, when you need to start looking for products. But let's go 4th of July, right? We're not done. I have a graphic design background, but you don't, and that's okay. Now we're about to make our design. You don't have a graphic design background, most likely. If you do, that's a plus. I do, but do everything I'm gonna show you today, you don't have to have a graphic design background. We're gonna come over here and rely on AI to create us a design. Now, before we do that, we just want to kind of look around and get some inspiration and see 4th of July t-shirt, and just kind of look around and see how we can break the mold, right? Because you might catch some sales creating what's already out here, but ultimately, if you come with a cool design with something unique, then you're likely to succeed. If you've watched my videos in the past, this is a site that I love as far as the t-shirts and the designs they create. And the cool thing about AI, if you've seen it before, it can do all of this stuff, right? So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna find out who are the top 3 most popular presidents. Oh, and there's actually been a survey done. Okay, Abraham Lincoln, George Washington, Franklin D. Roosevelt, right? So that's actually good info. We're gonna see if Google Trends can confirm this info as well. So we're gonna do Abraham Lincoln, and you can hit compare. This is a powerful part of this tool because you can compare it against other things. So who did they say the second was? George Washington versus Franklin D. Roosevelt. All right, let's go over the past 12 months. Over the past 12 months, President Lincoln seems to have the edge, although George Washington President Lincoln seems to have the slight edge. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to come over here to ChatGPT, which does now have an image generation functionality to it. So I put generate an image of President Lincoln with a buff body with tattoos and sunglasses, smoking a cigar with the USA flag behind him in a heroic chaos setting. Boom. And all right, so this is actually pretty raw, bro. This is decent right here. We can work with this. So boom, we're gonna save this, save it wherever you'd save it, and now you have your image. All right, so next, it's easy, honestly. You're gonna log into a place like Printful. All right, so you can see here that the print on demand business is like really, really vast as far as everything they have. But all you would need to do is find a product. So you go to your catalog, you go to t-shirts. Boom, we can use this first one. And I'm gonna explain these numbers to you real quick. So the way the print on demand business works is simple. You have a printer who will print these orders for you one by one. And so what happens is they charge $10 a shirt or print, and then $4 shipping, right? See, that's why this site, if they're really at $28.95, and then I'm sure you pay shipping. And yeah, so you do pay shipping, $7. So if you were charging what they were charging, then you'd be profiting about $20 a shirt, which is honestly some good paper, especially if you're doing numbers. But let's show you how to design this. It's easy, pretty simple. You're gonna upload your image in, and so I've got it in there, and I'm gonna scale it up just a little bit. Boom, and then I've got the design. Not gonna do anything on the back. We're gonna hit that save button down there, and see, just like that, you have a digital product. You have something nice, you have something creative that isn't on the market, and you can start going ahead and pushing these You could set up an online store. You could go somewhere where there are already buyers like Etsy. This is more of like a girly type design. So if you can think of something girly to make, that would help you as well. All right, the next product I'm gonna show y'all, bro, is one of those ones that not a lot of people thinking about, and I'm talking about spreadsheets. Now, here's the reality. There's a lot of different people that do a lot of different things, and they need a way to track them. And here's the reality. Creating an Excel sheet, a good spreadsheet that works the way you intend it to work is really hard. But I'm going to show you how to make one. Now, like you can see here, there's all different kinds of ones. There's budget, there's couples budgeting, bookkeeping, meal planning, you name it. The one that I have experienced the most with doing sneaker reselling. A lot of the times you lose track of what you're buying and what you're selling. One to make, but I know, like, for me, I was a sneaker reseller, and it would have helped to have something to calculate like income, expense, stuff like that. So we're gonna jump right into doing that. So I asked ChatGPT pretty much, I need a spreadsheet. I need to balance my expenses and profit as a sneaker reseller. I need a place where I put shoes, cost, the sale. I need to show profit and loss, and then I need to show one place where all profit is calculated. And so then it's gonna take me to Google Sheets to try to show me how to do this. So we're gonna go to Sheets, blank spreadsheet, and now we have a blank spreadsheet. So the first step, it tells us to create our headers. So A1 is going to be shoe name and model, date purchased, so on and so forth. And once again, it gives us exact directions. So I'm going to run and go through that. All right, so now it's telling us how to make it do what we want it to do, which is calculating profit and loss. So it tells us to go to H2, which is this one, and then type this in. I wonder if I can copy and paste it in. Let's see. Okay, and that seemed to work. Now, drag to field. Click the lower right corner of H2. You'll see a small square handle, and then drag it down to apply the formula to other rows where you have data. So I'm going to hit enter, and then I'm going to drag it down to where I have data. And so if the purchase price was 100 and the sale price was 150, it shows 50 bucks, right? So let's do Jordan 1 right here. All right, so now it says summarizing total profit. Click on the first empty cell in column H after your items and enter this in. So I wonder if I can do it here. I pasted that in, and then that shows 50. Now this is only gonna let me know if this works. If I do it again and do 175, and then it updates to 125. But let's say I took an L. Let's say I purchased it for 100. I could only sell it for 75. Boom, it's back down to 100. So that works. So you can do other things to dress it up. You can insert a chart. You can do a pie chart. There's all kind of charts that you can do. You can change fonts. You can do a theme. There's just all type of things you could do to spice this up. All right, so another thing on Etsy that gets a lot of downloads and something that you could create and that I'm going to show you how to create is coloring book pages. Now, this specific niche right here, for some reason, is huge. They might look like they're priced cheaply, but when you sell a bunch of these, then even at $3, let's say you sell 50 of them in a day, $150 a day passively, is some bread. All right, and this person has sold over 700, so this person has made over $1,000 with this, and I'm going to show you how to do something similar. So all right, so let's go to ChatGPT and say help me. All right, so okay, that's nice, but I need it black and white coloring book style, and then boom, there you go. So I download that one, and then I would do maybe, okay, do one Princess Peach, make it 8.5 by 11 format. Okay, now seems like you would have to like specify and tell it like, hey, like do graffiti style again. So boom, and there it is. So you just download those, combine those in like any PDF creation software, and then you've got yourself a coloring book. So those are the 3 top products. Let me know in the comments if you like them. Also, they say the subscribe button lights up when I say subscribe. Let me know when that's true. Rico Gang, I love y'all. Let's get it.